There's a saying that life really begins at 60, and I couldn't agree more. But let's be honest, as much as we'd love to believe that, sometimes our bodies have other ideas. Maybe you've noticed you don't bounce back like you used to, or that little aches and pains seem to stick around longer than they did a decade ago. Sound familiar? Well, here's the good news. Science tells us that no matter your age, it's never too late to make small changes that add years and, more importantly, quality years to your life. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. In this video, we'll go over 7 simple science-backed habits that can help you live longer, feel stronger, and enjoy every day to the fullest. These aren't extreme diets or grueling workout routines, just practical everyday choices that have been proven to make a real difference. So, let's get started with the first few habits. First up, move but don't overdo it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Exercise? At my age? But hear me out. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to reap the benefits. In fact, research shows that just 30 minutes of moderate movement a day, whether it's walking, swimming, or even gardening, can lower your risk of heart disease, improve your mood, and keep your joints flexible. The key is consistency. Find something you enjoy, something that doesn't feel like a chore. Maybe it's a morning stroll with a friend, a gentle yoga class, or dancing to your favorite old tunes in the living room. The goal isn't to push yourself to exhaustion, it's to keep your body active in a way that feels good. Next, eat like the world's healthiest seniors. Ever heard of the Blue Zones? These are places around the world where people live the longest, healthiest lives, often well into their 100s. And one thing they all have in common? Their diets are packed with whole, unprocessed foods. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up every treat you love, but adding more vegetables, beans, nuts, and whole grains to your plate can make a huge difference. Think of it this way. Every meal is a chance to nourish your body. Maybe swap out that processed snack for a handful of almonds, or try adding an extra serving of veggies to your dinner. Small changes add up over time. And here's a bonus tip. Pay attention to how you eat too. Many Blue Zone cultures eat slowly, savor their meals, and stop when they're about 80% full. It's a simple trick, but it can help with digestion and even weight management. Finally, stay connected. This one might surprise you, but loneliness can be just as harmful to your health as smoking. Studies show that strong social ties can lower stress, boost immunity, and even help you live longer. So, make time for the people who matter, whether it's family, old friends, or even new ones. If you're feeling isolated, consider joining a club, volunteering, or even reconnecting with someone you haven't spoken to in a while. A quick phone call, a shared meal, or even a handwritten letter can do wonders for your heart in more ways than one. Now, these are just the first few habits, but they're a great place to start. In the next part, we'll dive into a few more science-backed tips, including one surprising habit that can actually slow down aging at the cellular level. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So, tell me, which of these habits do you already practice? Or maybe there's one you'd like to try. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on living your best life after 60. Because here's the truth. Age is just a number, but how you feel, that's up to you. Let's make every year count. One of the most beautiful things about getting older is the wisdom that comes with it. The understanding that life isn't about quick fixes, but about the small, steady choices we make every day. And when it comes to living a longer, healthier life, science keeps pointing us back to the same truth. It's the little things that add up. So, let's pick up right where we left off and dive into the next few habits that can help you feel vibrant, strong, and full of life, no matter what your birth certificate says. First, let's talk about sleep, and no, I don't mean those quick naps in your favorite chair. Now, I know sleep can sometimes feel elusive as we get older. Maybe you wake up too early or find yourself tossing and turning more than you used to. But here's the thing. Quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's a cornerstone of longevity. During deep sleep, your body repairs cells, strengthens your immune system, and even clears out toxins that can contribute to memory problems. So, how can you improve your sleep? Start with a consistent bedtime routine. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Avoid screens. Yes, that includes the evening news. And try sipping on a cup of chamomile tea. If pain keeps you up, a small adjustment like a different pillow or a gentle stretch before bed might make all the difference. And if you're still struggling, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. Sleep is too important to ignore. Next up, protect your brain like it's your most precious treasure, because it is. Cognitive decline isn't inevitable. Just like muscles, your brain stays stronger when you challenge it. But here's the fun part. You don't need complicated puzzles or high-pressure tests to keep your mind sharp. Simple, enjoyable activities work wonders. Try learning something new, whether it's a few words in a different language, a musical instrument, or even a hobby like painting or woodworking. Reading, playing cards with friends, or even reminiscing about old memories and sharing those stories with loved ones all count. The key is to stay curious and engaged. And here's a pro tip. Combine mental stimulation with movement. Something as simple as taking a walk in a new neighborhood or tending to a garden can activate your brain in ways that sitting still just doesn't. Now, let's talk about something we often forget as we age: purpose. Have you ever noticed how people with a strong sense of purpose seem to have more energy, more joy? It's not just a coincidence. Studies show that having a reason to get up in the morning, whether it's caring for a pet, mentoring younger generations, or working on a personal project, can actually lower stress, improve heart health, and even add years to your life. If you're not sure where to start, think about what lights you up. Maybe it's volunteering at a local school, writing your life story for your grandkids, or finally tackling that hobby you've always put off. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to matter to you. Because here's the secret. Purpose isn't about achieving something huge. It's about finding meaning in the everyday. And when you do, you'll notice how it fuels not just your days, but your overall well-being. Now, we've covered some powerful habits, so far moving gently, eating wisely, staying connected, prioritizing sleep, keeping your brain active, and nurturing your sense of purpose. But there's one more game changer we haven't touched on, yet a habit so simple, yet so often overlooked. In the next part, we'll explore that final key to longevity, plus a few bonus tips to tie it all together. So tell me, which of these habits resonates most with you? Have you noticed how small changes in these areas make a difference in how you feel? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Because living longer isn't just about adding years to your life. You know, as we wrap up our conversation about living longer and feeling better after 60, I want to share something important with you. Scientists who study aging have discovered something fascinating. Our bodies are far more adaptable than we ever imagined. Even small changes we make today can start rewriting our health story tomorrow. Now, let's talk about that final, powerful habit. Stress less, live more. Isn't it interesting how some people seem to weather life's storms with such grace? It turns out, managing stress isn't just good for your mood. It actually affects how your cells age. Chronic stress can shorten those protective caps on your DNA, called telomeres, essentially accelerating the aging process from the inside out. But here's the wonderful news. Simple daily practices can counteract this. Deep breathing for just 5 minutes when you wake up, taking mindful walks where you notice the colors of nature, or even keeping a gratitude journal where you jot down 3 good things each day. These aren't just feel-good activities. They're scientifically proven to lower stress hormones and reduce inflammation throughout your body. And here's a bonus tip that ties everything together. Routine health checks are your secret weapon. Now, I know doctor visits might not be anyone's favorite activity, but think of them like taking your car in for maintenance. Those regular checkups can catch small issues before they become big problems. Blood pressure, cholesterol levels, vitamin D status, heart code. These are all things that can be quietly working against your longevity without obvious symptoms. The beautiful thing about all these habits we've discussed, they work together like instruments in an orchestra. When you move your body regularly, eat nourishing foods, stay connected, sleep well, challenge your mind, nurture your purpose, and manage stress, each one amplifies the benefits of the others. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with this thought. You didn't just survive 6 decades or more. You've gathered wisdom, stories, and experiences that no one else has in quite the same way. And now, by adding these science-backed habits to your days, you're giving yourself the gift of more time to enjoy it all. More sunrises, more laughter with loved ones, more moments of quiet joy. So tell me, which of these habits will you start with? Maybe you'll try adding one new vegetable to your meals this week, or call an old friend you've been meaning to reconnect with. Small steps lead to big changes. I'd love to hear about your journey in the comments below. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It means more people will discover these life-giving tips. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're always sharing practical ways to make your later years your best years. Remember, age isn't about the number. It's about how you live. And you, my friend, have so much wonderful living ahead. Here's to your health, happiness, and all the beautiful tomorrows still to come.